Dr. Sharon Schutz, and I'm sitting here with Keith Johnson, who is running for Precinct 3, Justice of the Peace.
Yes, ma'am.
And that spot has been vacant for a little while, and we want you to know who he is and get a chance to know a little bit about him so you'll know who to vote for and if he's the man for the job. And we appreciate you coming in today, Keith. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I want to hear about your family. Tell me a little bit about your...
Well, I was married for 25 years before my wife passed away in 2011. I have 2 daughters and a son, all grown, and 6 grandchildren. I grew up in a large family. My grandmother had raised 17 kids, so I've got about 46 first cousins.
Wow.
And it's a big family on my mom's side. And so we've all lived here, most of us, all our lives. And I've lived here all my life, born and raised here. I was born in the hospital down there, as a matter of fact. Have like I say, a lot of cousins growing up. That family's pretty big to me. So I enjoy time with my grandkids. 2 of them, one of them's grown. 2 more is fixing to be, and then I've got 3 little ones. That's keeps me occupied.
Oh, they do. I tell you, I've got 10 grandchildren.
Oh, goodness.
And I have 3 that are now technically grown. And by that, I mean, one just turned 18, and he's still in high school, but he's getting ready for college. And then I got one as low as young as, I think, turning 8 this year. And, or in fact, next week. Yeah. And there's nothing like those grandbabies, is there?
I'm raising my youngest one. He's 11 now, yes. I got custody of him when he was a baby. And so I've had him 11 years, and he's a challenge.
Yeah, fun. I can imagine. I've told my kids all their lives, you guys, if I have to, if something happened, you know, I would gladly raise one of your kids, but I've already done my time. And but I know it's, you know, it can be, sometimes it's necessary.
It is, especially at my age.
Yeah, I hear that. So you're running for Justice of the Peace 3. What made you decide to run?
Well, I've been thinking about it. After Hayne passed away, some people had talked to me about it. And I knew Hayne a long time. And I knew the job that he had done, and I felt like that I could step in and continue what he had done.
Yeah.
You know, it's an important position because that is the first step in the judicial system.
Right.
And so I just felt like I could do the job. Like I say, my law enforcement experience, my EMT paramedic experience will help. And and the other JPs, you know, they have done a really good job doing it without help. Usually there's 4, and you know, when you're down to 3 or 2, it's hard on them because they have to make a lot of calls in the county.
Right.
And I've already told all of them. I said, hey, if y'all need a break, I don't mind stepping in and helping.
Right. So what does a JP do? I mean, we all have heard it, even in the cowboy movies.
Yeah, we basically, or if you get a speeding ticket or a citation of some type, you will take it to the JP office if it's in his precinct, and then he will adjudicate that case, set your fine, or decide, you know, if you want to have a trial by jury or a trial by the judge. You know, let them decide that, and you'll go from there.
Yeah.
We also hold inquests when there's a death in the county. If an autopsy is needed, then we will sign off on that.
Right.
And civil matters, if somebody you want to sue your neighbor and y'all can't settle it, then you can bring it to the JP court, and the JP will decide it.
Okay, cool. And you've been in Trinity County all your life?
All my life, born and raised here.
Yeah, when we were discussing that, I mean, as long as you've been here, because I've been here about 15 years, but I've been on the planet longer than you. Anyway, well, I tell you what, this is going to be an interesting election.
Yes.
And I don't think there's many offices that don't have somebody running against one another in the primaries.
It's kind of a strange deal, you know, with Judge Page stepping aside and retiring.
Yes.
You know, that opened up the county judge to a race, and then we got a race in the county treasurer and also in the district clerk, which is, you know, unusual.
Right.
So we have quite a few races, but I think really one of the more important races is our representative for our congressional district.
Yes.
It's changed up. and I hope everybody will come out and vote in that race, because it's important for us.
Yes, I've been talking to them. I've done interviews
Yes.
with some of them. So and here's the thing, and I learned something today about that race, and that is, most people in Trinity County, they moved us into District
Yes.
17, and most people in Trinity County are thinking of Kevin Brady.
Yeah, he's not
And
there.
and so when they say something about the incumbent or the one there, they're thinking Kevin Brady, and so we got to explain today. But the thing is, we're now in the Waco
Yes.
district, and sadly, I found out today that if you take all the cities, I think Lufkin and Nacogdoches and whatever, you take those cities, Angelina County, and put those side by side, we still don't have enough to beat Waco. And Waco is where the incumbent is, and I don't know him. I have nothing to say about him one way or the other. But it's where, and the thing is, we were talking about the need for the people, like, in the rural areas to get out and vote.
Yes,
Because if we don't, one city will run the place.
Yeah, it's rural area versus suburban area.
Exactly.
That's basically what it's trying
And
to
it all
do.
based on one city, and
Yes,
that's heartbreaking when you get that. But that's the way it is all over our nation,
That's right.
and it has been for some time.
Yes.
But we got a lot of elections, and we got good people, and that's what I'm impressed with, is the people that we have running. And like I say, I don't know your opponent, but we do need that fourth JP.
Oh, desperately.
And so I just want you to know that Trinity County supports you, and obviously you support Trinity County and have for some time.
For a long time.
And I just want to take a moment now and get you to look into the camera and tell the people who will be your constituents, because not everybody gets to vote for you.
That's right.
But tell the people who will be voting for you why you think you would be the best justice of the peace, and what you can do for them here in Trinity County.
Well, like I say, I've been here all my life. I know everybody that lives in our community, a lot of people. We have new people moving to our community that I hope to meet. And I promise you I'll work hard. I will do you a good job. I'll be firm, fair, and consistent. I will be there when you need me. I will help the other JPs when they need help. And they will help me because, like I say, I'm coming into this kind of from an outside coming in, other than my 15 years of law enforcement. As far as a JP, I don't really have a lot of experience there. But the people that are there do have the experience,
Yes.
and they've offered to help whatever I need. And I, in return, will help them if they need time off or need to cover, rotate weeks. I don't mind doing it. Like I say, I'm a hard worker. I got an 11-year-old I'm raising, so I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be here till he gets out of school. And like I say, I've got 40 years of public service to the community, and that says a lot, I think, for me being elected.
Well, thank you so much for coming in today, Keith.
I appreciate
it, and good luck in the race.
Well, thank you for doing this. I appreciate it. Thank you, ma'am.